Welcome to Korea Spicy Bunny Stories.
She sat at my table, ate the meal I paid for, drank the coffee I bought her, then reached into her bag and pulled out her own wedding invitations. At my invitation party to my guests, during my moment. And the worst part? That wasn't even where it started. That was just the day I finally understood.
Hello, my spicy bunnies. At first, I thought she was my friend. Then I thought she was just competitive. But now, I know the truth. For 15 years, I wasn't her best friend. I was her opponent. And I didn't even know I was playing. Let's get into it.
I met Jian during our first year of high school. We lived in the same apartment complex. Not the same building, but close enough to walk together. At first, it was just convenient. Same bus stop, same school, same way home. Then somehow, it became every day. We walked to school together, ate lunch together, came home together, then stood outside our apartment complex talking for another hour. That's how friendships start, right? At least. That's what I thought it was. But if I'm being honest now, something felt off from the beginning. Not enough to end the friendship. Not enough to explain clearly. Just this small, uncomfortable feeling. The kind you ignore because nothing big happened yet. So I ignored it for years. Looking back now, my gut knew before I did. In our second year of high school, there was a boy named Junho. He was quiet but funny, not loud, not flashy. Just the kind of boy who made you notice him. And I liked him, really liked him. So of course, I told Jian. Back then I told her everything. I think I like Junho. She looked at me for a second. Then said,
Him. What do you even like about him?
That should have bothered me. But I was young, so I kept talking. I told her I wanted to get closer to him. I asked how I should start conversations. I asked if I should confess. And she listened, nodded, smiled, then said,
You should do it. Be brave.
2 weeks later, Jian and Junho were dating. I didn't hear it from her. I heard it from someone else. And later I found out she confessed first. The same friend who listened to me talk about him went behind my back and confessed first. I asked her directly, Are you dating Junho? Her face froze for a second. Then she smiled awkwardly.
Yeah. I was going to tell you.
I stared at her. I told you I liked him. She tilted her head like I was confusing her.
I didn't know you were serious.
That sentence still makes me angry. Because I had told her more than once. Then she said something even worse.
I mean, if he liked you too, he wouldn't have accepted my confession.
That hurt more than the relationship itself. She made it sound like proof. Like his choice proved I never had a chance. Like she didn't actively chase someone she knew I liked. Then she grabbed my arm.
I'm sorry, I really didn't know you felt that strongly.
And somehow, I ended up comforting her. I told her it was fine. I told her I wasn't mad. Then I went home and cried. Not because of Junho, because of her. Their relationship lasted 1 month. 1 month. Then she never mentioned him again. Neither did I. But I remembered. Senior year, I cut my hair. It wasn't dramatic. Just above my shoulders. But I had thought about it for weeks. I walked into school feeling good. Jaeyeon looked at me and said,
Oh, you cut it.
Then she paused.
It's okay.
Not pretty. Not cute. Just okay. 3 weeks later, she sent me a photo. Same length. Almost the same style.
I've wanted to cut it for a while. You gave me courage.
Then came the bag. I saved money for months. It wasn't luxury, but to me it felt special. When I showed her, she asked everything. Brand, price, where I bought it. 2 months later, she had one almost identical.
Wow. Our taste is so similar.
No, it wasn't similar taste. It was a pattern, then came dieting. I quietly started eating differently. I didn't even tell people, but she noticed.
What are you eating these days? You look thinner.
I answered casually. 2 weeks later, her Instagram became a fitness diary. Morning workouts, diet meals, progress photos. Everyone praised her. I stayed quiet. Again, Instagram was where the pattern became impossible to ignore. Every time I posted something that got attention, Jian posted within hours. If I posted a cafe photo, she posted a better one. If I posted a trip photo, she posted a hotter one. If I posted something simple and pretty, she posted something louder, more styled, more attention-grabbing. One time, I tested it. I posted a photo I knew looked good. Good lighting, nice outfit, natural smile. The comments came in. 4 hours later, Jian posted beach photos. More revealing, more polished, more dramatic. Her comments doubled mine. Then she liked my photo. That tiny heart felt creepy, like she was saying,
I saw it, and I beat it.
but again, what could I say? There was no proof. Just timing. Just patterns. Just my gut screaming quietly. So I ignored it. Again. Years passed. We became adults, and when I got engaged, I thought things would be different. Jian sounded genuinely happy. She screamed on the phone, asked about the ring, asked about the proposal, asked about the wedding. For a second, I felt guilty. Maybe I had been unfair to her. Maybe I'd carried old resentment too long. Maybe she really was happy for me. So when I planned my invitation party, I invited her. Of course I did. 15 years. Same apartment complex. Same school memories. Same friend group. How could I not? A few days before the party, she called. At first, it was normal. Work. Family. Random things. Then suddenly she asked,
Your wedding is June 14th, right?
Yes.
What time does it start?
2.
And where exactly is the venue?
I answered everything. Date, time, and location. She said she was checking travel time. I believed her because I wanted to believe her. Now I know better. That wasn't a casual call. That was information gathering. The day of my invitation party, I was excited. I reserved a private room. Chose the restaurant carefully. Checked the menu beforehand. Prepared the invitations in separate envelopes. Each one had a name on it. It felt personal. Warm. Real. My friends arrived one by one. Jian came dressed beautifully. Smiling. Laughing. Acting like the perfect friend. During lunch, everything felt nice. We talked about old memories. Old teachers. Embarrassing high school moments. Everyone laughed. Even I relaxed. After lunch, we moved to a cafe nearby. I paid for 7 drinks. No hesitation. That's what this gathering was. My treat. My announcement. My moment. When the drinks came, I pulled out my invitations. Everyone smiled. Some opened them immediately. Some asked about the venue. One friend almost cried. For a moment, I felt so happy. Exactly the way I imagined. Then Jian reached into her bag. She didn't ask. She didn't say, "Can I share something?" She didn't even look nervous. She just pulled out envelopes and started passing them around. One by one, across my table, at my party, using my guests. For a second, no one understood. Then one friend opened it.
Wait, is this your wedding invitation?
Jian smiled.
Yes. I'm getting married too.
The table exploded. Questions. Congratulations. Excitement. And my moment disappeared in real time. I sat there holding her invitation. Then I saw the date. June 1st. My wedding was June 14th. Hers was 2 weeks before mine. I read the date 3 times. June 1st. And suddenly every question she asked made sense. My exact date. My exact time. My venue. She wasn't checking travel time. She was making sure she went first. Here's what people don't understand. An invitation party costs money. I reserved the restaurant. I paid for the meal. I paid for the coffee. I gathered the friend group. I created the moment. She brought envelopes. That's it. No reservation. No meal bill. No drinks. No planning. She used my party as hers. For free. And the more I thought about it, the more disgusting it felt. Because it wasn't just cheap. It was intentional. She waited until everyone was already gathered. Already emotional. Already celebrating. Then inserted herself into the center. Like she'd always belonged there. And that calm smile, I still remember it. She wasn't embarrassed. She wasn't sorry. She looked satisfied. I survived the rest of the party. I smiled, congratulated her, even hugged her, because what else could I do? 6 friends were watching. I didn't want to ruin the mood. So I played nice. Then I walked to my car, sat inside, and didn't start the engine for 15 minutes. My fiancé called.
How did it go?
I laughed once, not because it was funny, because I didn't know what else to do. John handed out her invitations. At my invitation party. Silence. Then he said,
She what?
her wedding is 2 weeks before ours. She asked me my exact date before this. Another silence. Then,
She planned that.
hearing someone else say it made my stomach drop. Because I knew he was right. A few days later, Gian texted me.
That day was so fun. I'm glad we got to celebrate together.
Together. That word made me snap. Together? I planned it. I paid for it. I invited everyone. And she called it together. So I called her. I need to ask you something. Her voice changed immediately.
What's wrong?
Did you choose your wedding date after asking mine? Silence. Then she said,
I can't believe you're asking me that.
too fast, too defensive. You asked my exact date.
I told you, I was checking travel time.
You live 20 minutes away. Silence again. Then I kept going. And why did you bring your invitations to my party?
I thought you'd be happy for me.
There it was. Suddenly, I was the bad friend. I was happy for you, but you used my event. She scoffed.
That's such a harsh way to say it.
No, it's the accurate way. Her voice got colder.
After 15 years, this is how you see me.
And suddenly, I remembered Junho. The hair, the bag, Instagram, all of it. Yes, I said quietly. Actually, I think that is how I should have seen you years ago. She went silent. So I kept talking. Do you remember Junho? She sighed.
Oh my god. High school.
Yes, high school. I told you I liked him. You confessed first, and then told me he clearly didn't like me enough. She tried to interrupt. I didn't let her. The haircut, the bag, the Instagram posts. Every time something happened to me, you had to make it about you. She raised her voice.
You're seriously bringing up Instagram.
No, I'm bringing up 15 years. There was a long silence. Then she said,
I was your friend.
I laughed softly. No, you were my competition. And I didn't even know I was playing. That was the first time I said it out loud. And honestly, it felt like breathing. 1 week later, I found out the final piece. A mutual friend told me casually,
Gion might not attend your wedding.
I already knew before asking. Why'd
Honeymoon?
I just stared at the message. Honeymoon. Her wedding was June 1st. Mine was June 14th. She planned a honeymoon that overlapped my wedding. That means she knew from the beginning. She scheduled hers before mine. Used my invitation party, then made sure she wouldn't even attend mine. And somehow she would still look innocent. 'Cause who can argue with a honeymoon? It was perfect. Too perfect. And that's when the last bit of guilt disappeared. I didn't go to her wedding. No gift, no money, no apology. I didn't announce it. I didn't explain myself. I just didn't go. She texted me once.
Why didn't you come?
I read it. No reply. The next day,
Are you really doing this?
again. No reply. Because I was done. Not angry, done. Not dramatic, done. Peacefully done. And honestly, that silence felt better than any fight. My wedding came on June 14th. The weather was beautiful. My dress looked perfect. My fiancé cried when he saw me. Gion's seat was empty. And you know what? It didn't hurt. Not even a little. Actually, the empty seat made everything feel cleaner. Like the room could finally breathe. For the first time in 15 years. A happy moment stayed mine. No competition. No comparison. No quiet little shadows standing beside it. Just mine. And that was enough.
Bunnies, 15 years sounds like friendship. But time alone doesn't make someone loyal. Sometimes people stay close. Not because they love you, but because they want front row seats to compete with you. So tell me, when would you have cut her off? The boy, the copying, the Instagram posts, or would you have waited until she handed out invitations at your own table? And don't forget to subscribe for more spicy Korean chaos.